We've discussed it's not really a good idea to record everything in audio format or try to write down every single word. But I do think for some meetings, for some presentations, you can't go wrong by taking notes. This is different from going out on a dinner date or meeting with a friend. It would look a little weird if a friend wants to tell you about troubles they're having with their spouse and you pull out a pen and paper, but this is just about the workplace. Certainly if your boss calls you into his or her office or wants to meet with you, especially if you're relatively new on the job, you cannot go wrong coming in with these two things, a pen and a piece of paper. It shows I respect you, I want to get it just right, I'm listening, and I'm not relying just on my memory. I'm going to take notes. I realize that times are changing. We're in a digital world. Here's the problem with taking notes on a cell phone. If you're taking notes on a cell phone, there's always a part of the person speaking to you, part of their brain thinking, is this person really taking notes on what I'm saying? Or are they checking their email and tweeting and updating their Facebook status? Because if you're 3 feet away from me and my phone is like this and I'm click, 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 I can't really know what you're doing. If you walk into the meeting and you pull out a clean sheet of paper, a notepad, and a pen, sure, in theory, you could be writing a grocery list. I understand. But in general, it shows a tremendous amount of seriousness that you don't want any distractions. My recommendation, only make a note when it's something really important, certainly if it's a to-do item from a client, customer, or boss. But any other big insight, write just enough words to really jog your memory when you're looking at your notes again. You're not the court stenographer. Do not try to write everything down, because that's going to destroy your eye contact. You'll want to be looking at the person. So I'm a big fan of notes, but in the old-fashioned format, pen or pencil, I'm talking about really old-fashioned, and paper. I realize this may change 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and there may be people in the workplace who will say, I've never learned to write printing or cursive. Everything I've done has always been on a keyboard. At that point, change, but we're not there yet. In fact, in some high-tech industries, if you're going for a job interview or you're going to get venture capital, it's seen as a kiss of death to be taking notes. You're seen as kind of a real clod, someone a little bit uncouth to be taking notes on a cell phone. A well-known entrepreneur, venture capitalist, angel investor Jason Calacanis has even written in his book on advice to those seeking angel capital. He says, when someone comes to him seeking angel investment and they're taking notes on a cell phone, he already writes them off. This is the way to do it for both people in the room, the person who is the angel investor, but also the person seeking capital, is paper and a pen. Great old-fashioned tool, still highly useful.